Well, I'm Joanna and I'm a sophomore. I was pretty surprised, but because I didn't think I did that great, but yeah, I was pretty happy when I saw it, and I'm glad that I got it. I took the Think Academy mock test back in February, and then I kind of took a break from SAT prep for a few months until the SAT summer camp started from Think Academy too, and I think that was in like late June or early July. And so that's when I really began to study, and yeah, I studied more as the test date approached. I definitely studied more as the exam date was getting closer. I think during the past weeks, I more or less relied on the Think Academy SAT homeworks, and also I did some mock tests from some books. I think it really varied each week, so I guess maybe on average like 2 hours each week. SAT preparation, I use a lot of the mock tests from the College Board SAT book, but I also use Khan Academy's like virtual online SAT thing. Also Think Academy's mock exam homework and classes. I feel like my junior year, well, next year, will be more, I guess, busy. And also as a sophomore right now, I feel like my classes right now are also giving out more homework than last year. So I think it was kind of a way to just have less stress about tests like the SAT, and also like have it done and ready for college, I guess. I had a lot of moments of frustration where I think I would always get a few questions wrong, because during preparation I never got a perfect 1600 on any of the practice tests. It was always like a few wrong on the English section or even the math section, and so I would get kind of frustrated, and sometimes I would kind of just not want to take any more practice tests because it's kind of not motivating. But I guess at the end I just wanted to get a good score on the real thing. I feel like I wasn't the most concentrated I could have been, because there were just people tapping their feet, coughing and stuff like that. But just being in the real situation kind of made me want to just keep on going with the test problems, and I felt like I couldn't just stop there, right? And during the breaks, I feel like it's pretty helpful if you just exercise a little bit. So, I mean, I feel like that kept me more concentrated than if I just had sat in my seat and stared at the wall or something. So a pretty big takeaway is I think having a good mindset helps a lot. Even if you're just doing a practice test, you can think about, I think I'm going to do great on this practice test, versus like, I don't think I'm going to do too well, because I think your mindset actually matters a lot more than you probably would think. Doing the mock tests really helps a lot because you get a good idea of how each section is timed and how you're doing with time, and also you get a feel for what the real test will actually be like, because you're going to be sitting there for 3.5 hours in a room. I feel like everything was actually pretty helpful, but I feel like the one-on session really helped a lot, and because you could focus more on your specific problems, but also the classes themselves were they were really good, because it was very interactive, and we did a lot of problems together, and that was helpful because we explained each answer. So yeah.